So I sacrificed my son to NEYTIRIX a while ago. NEYTIRIX is a super talented artist that I definitely look up to. She does all sorts of things and is super good at all sorts of things. One of these things being OC redesigns, which is what I submitted my character for. I knew she loved fluffy dragons and I was hoping that was gonna get me in, but I wasn't sure. But then I was watching the video and...
I sacrificed my fluffy feathered dragon friend? I know you probably want something different.
NEYTIRIX, I am so glad I'm wrong. Like, you cannot imagine my astonishment when I found out this fantastic artist had taken my character and redesigned it, and I got to share screen time with Steven and Marie, I think that's her name. So I have been given this incredible gift, for free, mind you, and I was revisiting it and thinking like, I should actually do something with this. And then I was like, I can animate. And then I was like, I should animate this. So then I was wondering like how I should animate it. So what I came to the conclusion of was do a walk cycle, which I felt was the best way to bring the character to life and really like show all of its movements. And so I was thinking about how I was gonna do this, and so I just kind of sketched out a quick rough draft of like a walk cycle, and I was thinking I was just gonna slap the character over top, but when it came time to do that, I was like, oh, those hind legs, those are not dog legs. Those do not belong in a walk cycle. And then I was trying to figure out like what to do with them because they were so big, and then I was like, oh my goodness, this thing, these haunches, the big feet, the big ears, it's a rabbit. So then I set about looking for references for rabbit animation to do a, basic hop cycle. And then after I'd found one, I jumped right into it. To begin, I traced the basic shapes off of the reference I found on YouTube, and then I centered it, and then I put the little character in the corner for reference, and I just went straight at it, just drawing the character over top. The first frame is definitely not my favorite, and I did go back and like change the entire thing later because it just was not fitting. And you can see that I really struggled with the face on the second frame, and I ended up going with a longer snout because I simply could not figure out how it worked, and you'll see that I copy and paste the head throughout the rest of the animation just to make things easier for myself. You'll notice that I kept quite a bit of the design, like the floof and most of the glowy bits, and the number of wings and everything, but I decided not to do the markings because my plan was to color it, which is super ambitious because coloring takes quite a bit of time. And this entire thing was going to take me more time in the first place because it's a much more complex character than I'm used to animating. And so, yeah, I just didn't do the markings at all. For the coloring, I did the base colors all on one layer, and then on another layer I did the highlights, and then on another layer I did the shadows, which I eventually just did the shadows and highlights on the same frame eventually because they're spaced out enough. But then you'll notice that I added in a background to give it more depth. And you'll see that I'm messing with the lighting. NEYTIRIX is a master of lighting. Like, she's just amazing. But for me, all I did was I put in the light, and then I would Gaussian blur it. And then I would just fill in the lights with white, and that would get the lighting effect that I desired. So after 5 hours of work, it's finally finished. So I hope you guys really enjoy it. I will be posting a separate video so you can loop the animation and just watch it for a while, but here it is.